Hello, are you ready to learn for today?
Basic proportionality theorem. So this theorem states that, yan, diretso ko na sa sa illustration para mas madaling intindihin. If you have a triangle and then you create a segment out of two sides or a segment out of two sides of the given triangle, for example, itong ang line segment DE, yan, it becomes parallel to the third side. Yan, kapag ito daw ay naging parallel dun sa third side, ang magiging resulta ay magkakaroon daw ng segments between the two sides AB and AC that are proportional. Ito yung premises natin ha. If the segment created out of the given triangle, for example, this segment is defined as DE, and it becomes parallel to the third side. By the way, unahan ko na kayo, hindi siya katulad ng midline theorem. Yan, hindi siya necessarily ay midpoint. Itong point D at point E, not necessarily the midpoint. Pero ang sinabi lang dito, kapag kumuha ka daw ng kahit anong segment dyan sa triangle natin, as long as it is parallel to the third side of the triangle, you will produce different proportional segments. Such as, ano-ano yung mga yon? AD over AB, nakita niyo yung pattern, is equal to yung counterpart niya sa kabilang side, AE over AC. Nakita nyo? Gets po ba? Parang yung ginagawa lang natin kanina sa proportional segments. Ayan. So, naging proportional yung mga segments na yan out of the sides of this given triangle. Aside from that, nagkaroon din ng proportional segments on the sides or the segments AD over DB. Yung ratio na yan is gonna be equal to AE over EC. Gets po? Ayan. So, aside from that, isa pang nagawang proportional segments natin is gonna be DB over AB. Yan, parang baba over buo to, di ba? Yung parang pattern niya is equal to EC over AC. Gets po? So, this basic proportionality theorem states that if the line that intersects the two sides of the given triangle is parallel to the third side of the triangle, therefore, you will create different proportional segments when it comes to the two sides of the triangle. Ayan yung tinatawag nating basic proportionality theorem. Now, paano ba natin ina-apply yung theorem na to? So, we can actually identify the measurements of the segments present on the triangle. Yan. So, for example, we have here a given triangle LMN with line segment QP and line segment MN being parallel. So, and daw, parallel daw to, QP and MN. And katulad nga ng binanggit ko kanina, not necessarily midpoint to. Parang obvious naman dyan na hindi na ngayon magkasing haba itong LQ at itong QM. So, basta ang premises lang dyan is parallel daw yung segment mo dun sa loob at saka itong third side natin. Now, for example, number 1, we have here the following values. So, dito ang strategy when you are answering, you have to write the given. So, for number 1, if the measurement of LQ is gonna be equal to 12, sulat natin. Saglit lang. Gawin natin red para mas kitang-kita. 12 yung measurement ng LQ. PN is equal to 5. So, sulat natin. Lagay natin dyan. Beside PN is equal to 5. And then LP is equal to 10. Now, the question is, what is the measurement of this line segment QM? Ano daw sukat niyan? So, for us to solve that one, what we can do is we can just label it as X first. Kasi yan yung unknown natin or missing segment natin. Now, paano natin siya i-solve? Ang gagawin mo lang, isusundan mo lang yung basic proportionality theorem natin. Identify natin kung ano yung pattern or ano yung proportion ng segments ang pwede natin gamitin between these three. So, wag mo nang masyadong titigan kung ano dyan. Madali lang naman i-identify. Ang technique dyan, una, tignan mo kung nasan yung nawawala. Andyan si X. 'Di ba? Doon sa side na yon, meron pang isang given kung nasaan doon si X. Andyan din si 12. So, ibig sabihin, we can use that value 12 and also that variable X to identify the pattern of the ratio na magiging equal sa isa pang ratio ng kabilang side. So what we can have there is 12 over x. So sa tingin nyo, kanino siya equal dito sa side na to? Sa kabilang side. Yung ratio ng 12 over x. Kasi these two segments are parallel. Therefore, proportional yung segments nila. Yes, very good, Jamie Lynn. Magiging equal siya dun sa counterpart. Ano ba yung counterpart nung side or nung segment na si 12 dito? Dun sa kabila, ayun si LP, si 10. Eh dun naman si X, ang counterpart niya is si 5. So ipapantay mo lang, it will now become 10 over 5. So these two ratio of the segments will be equal. Kasi nga, dahil sa basic proportionality theorem. Gets po? Ayan. So, yan na ngayon yung gagamitin natin to solve for the value of x. So, sulat ko lang. Ito pala yung ratio na yan. LQ over QM is equal to LP over PN, which is the same thing as 12 over x is equal to 10 over 5. So, for us to solve for the value of x, we can just get the cross product. 5 times 12 or 12 times 5 is equal to 60. And then x times 10 is equal to 10x. So we will now have 60 is equal to 10x. Yes, very good, Jamie Crystalline, and Princess Diane. Tama ang inyong sagot. To get the value of x, we can divide both sides by 10 and we'll get the value of x which is equal to 6. Therefore, the measurement of QM is equal to 6 as well. Gets po? Ayan, so yung idea nito is kailangan, hindi mo naman kailangan kabisaduhin lahat ng patterns ng proportional segments na nakalagay dito sa illustration natin. Kasi most likely iba yung letters ng triangle or yung names ng vertices ng triangle na ibibigay sa mga example. So kailangan mo lang i-observe kung ano yung pattern na pwede nating sundin. Katulad nung ginagawa natin kanina sa proportional segments. Ayan, sige, practicein pa natin. Let's have another example. Let's have this example number 2. Yan, the measurement, yan, unang step, ilagay nyo muna lahat ah, sa ating drawing or figure yung mga measurements natin. Ln is equal to 15. So, Ln, ang sukat daw nito ay 15. Ayan. Okay, so Ln is equal to 15. And then, LQ is equal to 16. So, ito daw yon 16. And then, the measurement of QM is equal to 4. Ayan. And we are looking for the measurement of line segment PN. So, yan ang gawin nating X. Yan. As you can see from the given, wait lang, ayusin ko tong 15 para mas kitang-kita. Ayan. As you can see from the given, ang sabi ko nga kanina, para malaman mo kung ano yung pattern, hanapin mo kung nasaan dyan yung may variable X. And that's gonna be line segment PN. So, dyan ka ngayon tumingin. Ano pa yung given sa side kung nasaan dyan si X? Ang given dyan is si 15. So, gagamitin mo ngayon yan si 15 at saka si x. And then, i-identify mo ngayon sa kabilang side ng triangle kung ano yung counterpart ng bawat isa. Pagdating kay x, walang problema. Ang kapartner niya dito na parehas ng itsura sa kanya or ng position sa kanya is si 4. So, mamaya sa ratio, ayan yung parehas ng side niya. So, okay na tayo dyan. But the problem is, wala tayong katulad ni 15. Kasi si 15, yung measurement ng buong side na si LN. So, kung kukuhaan mo yun ng counterpart dun sa kabila, dapat yung buong side din, which is mentioning LM or line segment LM. Eh, ang binigay dito si LQ lang eh. Hindi naman siya buo. So, ang kailangan natin makuha, yung buong sukat ng line segment LM. Sige nga, ano sa tingin nyo yung sukat niyan? What do you think is the measurement of the line segment LM? 15 over 4? Tignan nyo ah. Hindi ba yung sukat niyan is pinagdugtong lang na line segment QM at line segment LQ? O kung ang idea is pagdudugtungin, edi i-add lang natin yung measurements nila. 4 plus 16. Yes, very good, Rian. It's gonna be equal to 20. O ngayon, meron ng kapartner or meron ng counterpart ngayon si 15. And that's gonna be this side LM which is 20. So if you will input this uh, on our given ratio, we can have it as 20 over 4 is equal to 15 over x. Pero pwede rin baligtad yan 4 over 20. Pero baligtarin nyo lang din yung kabila, x over 15 naman. Yan. So, any of the two will work. Yan. So, if we have this given equation, we can get the cross product. So we can multiply x and 20. So that's gonna be 20x. Ayan. And then yung 15 tsaka yung 4, that's gonna be 15 times 4 is gonna be equal to 60. So we have 20x is equal to 60. Ayan. We can divide both sides by 20 and we can get x is equal to 3. Ayan. Very good, Reynalyn, Princess Diane, Crystalline, Reynalyn, Rian, and Eliza. X is equal to 3. Therefore, ang sukat din ni PN ay equal kay 3. Gets po? Ayan. So, last example para talaga maintindihan natin. Let's have this following given. So, burahin natin. Kaya kapag nagsasagot kayo nito, maganda. Pwede namang isa lang yung given triangle na i-drawing ninyo. Pero you can write the values using a pencil para mabubura nyo kapag next question na. So, number 3, we have LP is equal to 7. So, the measurement of line segment LP is 7. PN is equal to 3. Sulat natin 3. And then LQ, the measurement of it is equal to 14. Ayan. And then, ang hinahanap is yung sukat nung, ito, yung LM. So, lagay natin dyan. LM. Ayan. Ang sukat daw nito ay missing. So, we can denote it as X. Okay. Initial step. Hanapin yung part na hinahanap natin. Parang ang gulo ang sinabi ko. Basta hanapin nyo yung variable x kung saan nyo sinet. Ayan o, si LM. Yan. And then hanapin pa yung isang side na given kung nasaan si x. So, andyan si 14. Yan. So, dyan tayo magbabase ng ratio ngayon. Ngayon, kung ilalagay natin si x dyan, dapat may counterpart din siya sa kabila. Kay 14, wala nang problema. Itong si LQ, counterpart niya, itong si 7, si LP. Pareha sila ng side or segment kung saan sila nakalugar. But the problem is si X. Yan, buong side LM siya. Dito naman sa kabilang side, dito, wala namang measurement si side LP. O, ano kaya yung sukat niyan? Ano kaya yung sukat ni line segment LP? Ayan, katulad lang din ng kanina. Very good, Rian. Ia-add lang natin yan si 7 tsaka si 3 so we can get now the measurement of line segment LP is equal to 10. Therefore, ayan, meron ng counterpart si x, corresponding niya na magiging proportional mamaya, along with the sides or the segments 14 and 7. So, ano ba yung mga ratio na pwede mong gawin dyan? Pwedeng x over 14 is equal to 10 over 7 or pwede rin yung ginawa ko na 14 over x is equal to 7 over 10. Yan. Basta, pares lang yung ratio na sinusunod natin. Now, to solve for this one, we can get the cross product of 14 and 10. So, we'll get 14 times 10 is 140. And then x times 7 is going to be 7x. Therefore, we'll be having 140 is equal to 7x. We can divide both sides by 7 and get the value of x which is equal to 20. Therefore, ganyan din ang sukat ni line segment LM. That is equal to 20. Converse of the basic proportionality theorem. So ito lang, pag sinabi mong converse, yung vice versa ng given theorem natin is also true. For example, ayan, ano ba ibig sabihin ng vice versa? If the line that intersects the two sides of the triangle cuts off the two sides into proportional segments, then the line is parallel to the third side. Ayan, so ito kabaligtaran naman. Kung kanina yung premises natin is parallel yung dalawang segment natin, ito ang segment na joining the two sides of the triangle and also the third side of the triangle. Ayan. Ayan yung premises natin kanina, parallel daw yan, tapos naging proportional yung mga segments na na-form dun sa dalawang sides ng triangle. Ngayon naman yung kabaligtaran nito. If the segments formed from this line that intersects the two sides of the triangle are proportional, and therefore we can say that segment DE and segment BC are parallel. Yan. So, kapag daw proportional itong si AD over DB dun sa ratio na si AE over AC. Yan. So, para mas maintindihan natin, tingnan natin dito sa application kung paano siya ina-apply. So, for the following examples, we have is ST parallel with RQ. Yan. So, for number 1, as you can see, all of the sides or the measurements of the segments are having the value. So, for example, ito si PSI 9, si SRI 3, dito naman si PTI 12 at si TQI 4. In this case, how can we check if they are parallel? Si ST at si RQ nga. Now, for us to check that one, we are to identify if the given segments are parallel, ay sorry, proportional. So, paano natin malalaman kung proportional sila? E di kuhain natin yung ratio niyan, si 9/3 at saka si 12/4. So, are they gonna be equal or proportional? So, tingnan natin. We get the cross product of 9 and 4. So, 9 times 4. Dito naman sa kabila, 3 times 12. Ang cross product niyan, parehas magiging equal kay 36. Therefore, we can say that these two ratio or the ratios of the sides of this or the segments of this given triangle are equal. Therefore, they are proportional. Therefore, using the converse of the basic proportionality theorem is ST parallel to line segment RQ. The answer is yes, kasi proportional yung sides nila. Gets po? Yan. So, dyan natin ina-apply ngayon itong converse, yung kabaligtaran niya. So, we are to check naman if they're gonna be proportional or the segments of this given triangle will be proportional. And that is when we will decide if it is having parallel sides or not parallel sides. If the segment or the line that intersects the two sides of the triangle is parallel to the third side of the triangle. So let's have another example. Ito, triangle PRQ pa rin. Yan. So once again, this segment is named as ST. Ito naman ay RQ. Ayan. So the same question, is ST parallel to RQ? Now we can get the ratio of 36/12. Katulad lang din ng sa number 1. And then dito naman, 45/15. Yan. So, para malaman kung proportional sila or equal yung ratio nila, ganun din. Kuhain natin yung cross product nila. So, kapag kinuha natin yung 15 times 36 at saka yung 12 times 45, both of them will be equal to 540. Therefore, to answer the question, dahil ba dyan, pwede ba nating sabihin na si line segment ST is parallel with line segment RQ? The answer is yes, kasi nga equal yung ratio nila. Or in other words, they are proportional. So these are parallel. Ganun din dun sa number 1. Yan. So when it comes to this third example, we have the measurement of line segment RP. So ang sukat daw nito ay 30. Ayan. So kung 30 to, kumpletuhin na natin yung segment ha. Tapos 24 to, ibig sabihin si RS ay 6. O, tama kasi 24 plus 6, 30. Next, another given would be this side. Ayan. So, ito daw ay QP. Ang sukat daw nito ay 24. So, kung 24 to tapos 18 to, yung line segment QT is 6. Yan. In this case, we can have the ratio. Ito ang ginawa ko, 24 eh. Sinuna ko to kasi sanay tayo ng manggagaling dun sa parang ah, edge ng ating or dun sa may pinakataas kasi para ganito yung itsura niya. Ayan. So, 24/6. Ito siya, 24/6. Is it having the same ratio as 18/6? So we can get the cross product, but if you multiply 6 times 24, that's going to be equal to 144. And 6 times 18 is going to be equal to 108. Therefore, are they proportional? No. Ibig sabihin, from that given, can we say that RQ or line segment ST is parallel to line segment RQ? The answer is dahil nga hindi proportional yung segments na na-form sa bawat sides ng ating triangle, ibig sabihin, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na proportional yung ST at saka yung RQ. Gets po? Ayan. So, just to give the last example or the final explanation of these two given examples, yan, tapusin na natin ang lesson. So, find the value of x on this given figure. Ayan. So, explain ko na lang din para hindi nyo na sagutan. So, in this given example, mas madali kasi meron ng mga values yung ating triangle. And it also says that we can, it also tells us that we can apply the basic proportionality theorem because, yan, nakalagay na dyan na parallel yung ating segments joining the two sides of the triangle at the same time the third side. Ganon din dito sa example number 2. So we can get the segments of the sides of these triangles being proportional. So equal yung ratio nila. So we can have the ratio of x plus 3/7 is equal to 15/5. And we can identify the value of x using the same strategy na pinag-aralan natin kaninang mga unang examples pa natin, di ba? We can get the cross product. So we can have 5 times x plus 3 And then dito naman, 7 times 15. Ayan. So if we simplify, we can distribute 5 to x plus 3. So we can have 5x plus 15, and then 7 times 15 is going to be 105. Therefore, we have 5x plus 15 is equal to 105. So lipat na lang natin to. Magiging 5x is equal to 105 minus 15. So it is equal to 90. To get the value of x, we can divide both sides by 5. Therefore, x is equal to 18. Gets po? Ayan. So, mas madali to kasi hindi mo na kailangan isulat yung mga values provided na siya with this given example. Ayan. Yes, Athena. Last example na tong number 2. Anyway, for this one, same pa rin or equal pa rin yung ratio ng bawat sides nila. So, we can equate 12 over 8. So, this whole side over 8 is equal to 18 over 3x. So, we get the cross product. 12 times 3x is going to be equal to 36 x, and then 8 times 18 is equal to 144. If we divide both sides by 36, we get x is equal to 4.
I hope you understand the lesson for today. Until next time, bye!